Hello students. In this lecture, uh, we will discuss about the various small terms regarding the optical fiber communication. So we will start from cutoff wavelength. Actually, we know that all optical fibers waveguides or metallic waveguides work as a high pass filter. That means it pass a frequency more than cutoff frequency and stop the modes who have the frequency below cutoff frequency. Similarly, uh, if we talk in terms of the wavelength, then we can say a waveguide pass a mode whose wavelength is less than of cutoff wavelength, right? So it may be noted by rearrangement of equation 2.70 that the single mode operation only occurs above a theoretical cutoff wavelength lambda c given by lambda c is equal to 2 pi a n 1 upon vc or multiply by 2 delta की power 1 by 2. So the value Bc for a single mode fiber should be less than 2.4012 हमने देखा था ऊपर. So where Vc is the cutoff normalized frequency, hence lambda c is the wavelength above which a particular fiber become single mode. Dividing equation 2.98 and equation 2.70 for the same fiber, we obtain the inverse relations. So lambda c upon lambda is equal to V upon Vc. Thus, for a step index fiber where Vc is equal to 2.405, the cutoff wavelength is given as lambda c V lambda upon 2.402. This is the relation between the cutoff wavelength and uh, the wavelength of the guide. An effective cutoff wavelength has been defined by ITU standard, which is obtained from a 2-meter length of fiber containing a signal 14 centimeter radius loop. The definition was produced because the first higher order LP11 mode is strongly affected by the fiber length and the curvature near cutoff. Recommended cutoff wavelength values for primary coated fiber range from 1.1 to 1.28 micrometer for single mode fiber designed for operation in the 1.3 micrometer wavelength region in order to avoid model noise and dispersion problem. Moreover, practical transmission systems are generally operate close to the effective cutoff wavelength in order to enhance the fundamental mode confinement but significantly distant from cutoff so that no power is transmitted in the second order LP11. Okay, now let's take an example. Determine the cutoff wavelength for a step index fiber to exhibit single mode operation when the core refractive index is radius this and this respectively. So you know the, the for single mode fiber we will consider Vc is equal to 2.405. It should be less than or equal. So put this use this value. So finally lambda c is equal to this is the formula actually, and you get the directly the cutoff wavelength 1240 nanometer. Okay. Now second term is mode field diameter and spot size. Many properties of the fundamental mode are determined by the radius extent to its electromagnetic field, including loss at launching and joining, microband loss, waveguide dispersion, and the width of radiation pattern. Therefore, the uh, mode field diameter is an important parameter for characterizing single mode fiber properties, which takes into account the wavelength depends field penetration into the fiber cladding. In this context, it is a better measure of the function property of single mode fiber than the core diameter. For step index and grade index single mode fiber, operating near the cutoff wavelength, the field is well approximated by a Gaussian distributions. In this case, the MFD is generally taken as the distance between the opposite 1 upon E is equal to 0.37 field amplitude point and the power 1 upon E square is equal to 0.135 points in relation to the corresponding value on the fiber axis as shown in figure 2.31. You can see in figure 2.31, this is the figure 2.31. It shows the field amplitude distribution fundamental mode in a single mode fiber. Okay. Now, the next term is effective refractive index. The rate of change of phase of the fundamental LP01 mode propagation along the straight fiber is determined by the phase propagation constant beta. It is directly related to the wavelength of the LP01 mode by the factor upon 2 pi, since beta gives the increase in phase angle per unit length. Hence, we know that beta is equal to 2 pi upon lambda 01. So by this formula, lambda 01 is equal to 2 pi upon beta. Moreover, it is convenient to define an effective refractive index for a single mode fiber, sometimes referred to as the phase index or normalized phase change coefficient (NEF), by the ratio of propagation constant of the fundamental mode to that the vacuum propagation constant. So it is very important, right? Hence, the wavelength of a fundamental mode lambda 01 is smaller than the vacuum wavelength lambda by the factor of 1 upon eta effective, right? This is the relation. So you can learn these all terms, and now in next lecture we will discuss next points: group delay and mode delay factors. Okay, thank you.